Welcome back to the Tool Crib. The other day we were talking about minimalist multi-tools, and more so in the style that, in the direction that Gerber has been going lately with the release of the armbar drive and 2021's release of the armbar slim drive. Now, the inherent problem with both of these multi-tools is that their driver functionality doesn't have a locking mechanism, and so it tends to fold over. This is really my only criticism of both these tools. I like the styling, I like the design. I just wish that they could lock out those drivers, and then I could be fully on board with this particular multi-tool, even though the blade steel is not of the same quality that you'll find in some of these others. So a lot of people said in the comments to that video, which if you want to see that, I'll leave a link to it here. They had said that, well, Leatherman's already doing that with the Leatherman Free T2 and T4. And to a certain extent, they are. Now, I've just never been a big fan of the magnetic architecture that comes in the Free series. I don't mind it so much in the T2 as I do in the T4. I think having a file, something that's going to interact with, that, you have the ability to file on steel and having that to be magnetized, I think that's an awful idea. And I know from experience that on the Leatherman Free P4, anytime you use that file on anything ferrous, it's just going to fill up with junk because it is magnetized. So while they are doing two separate minimalist multi-tools, I don't care for the architecture in those. So today I want to show you my friend Kampfer Lin. He has made his own, which I think you are going to find very, very interesting. So first of all, what is this? So he took the handle off of a Leatherman Sidekick. That's the side that is going to include the knife blade and the pocket clip. But he made this quite a bit better. Let's just open it up and show you everything that he did. He actually reprofiled some tools here and set tooling on both sides. Now, in order to access the tooling on the right hand side, which is the normal tooling that will come with the Sidekick, you first have to lift up on this side. So what he did was he added in two drivers from the Sidekick as well. And then on the opposite side, he actually has done quite a bit of work to this. So while these are all the regular tools that come with the Sidekick, he has worked on each one of those. So first of all, the combination can opener, bottle cap lifter, and wire stripper. He's actually reprofiled the edge here, make that a little bit sharper. Then you have this little depth gauge plus screwdriver, and on the other side it has a file. He actually profiled this down just a little bit, make that screwdriver just a little bit thinner. Now, what I really like that he did on this was he took the serrated blade that comes with the Sidekick and he profiled that down into a very, very sharp and nice reamer awl. Well, it's more of just an awl, but it is really, really well done. You could pierce just about anything you want with that tool. I really like how he did this. And then everything, the whole thing has the ability to use the pocket clip, which makes this tool incredibly good. So each one of the tools on this side retains the standard slip lock that came with the Sidekick. Now on this side, he had to reprofile the back side of both of these drivers, and he is utilizing the mechanism that holds the pliers in originally and using that as a slip lock. And I got to tell you, he did a fantastic job on this because the lockup on both of those drivers is really, really well done. So if we get the first one out, now this one, to get that second driver out is a little tougher just because of how this tool is made, but they lock in there and snap in there very, very nicely. And then he also reprofiled that driver down just a touch more as well for his particular needs. I absolutely love this thing, and I want to show you some pictures of how he put all this together. He's actually made a little like a little sales picture for this too. It's really, really cool. He did an outstanding job on this. And this is more so the type of tool that I think about when I'm thinking about a minimalist tool. I like the fact that just these half-handle things off of different multi-tools, I think, can be viable options. And I'm not necessarily advocating for the fact that they would just take any given multi-tool and take a handle off of it. The engineering at Leatherman could definitely come up with an idea that comes up with a truly viable minimalist tool, just build it from scratch and make it even better than just taking off a handle off any one given multi-tool. I like this tool a lot, though I would like to have it so that they were all locking, but it's just a fabulous job that he did with this Sidekick, making this what he calls the Plierless Sidekick. And I wanted to share this with you. I thought this was incredibly well done, and it's what I think of when I think how a minimalist tool should be designed or made, more in the style of what he created as opposed to something like the Leatherman Free T2 or T4. The blade on the Sidekick is a little bit better than what you're going to get with the T4. It just depends on the blade shape that you like. I actually prefer this blade a little bit better than this, though I don't mind that blade shape. It's a decent little EDC blade, but I do like the more streamlined drop point of this one. Is more. I just like the styling of the blade on the Sidekick a little bit more than I do on the T series. That being said, I also like this one a little bit better than the one on the Gerber, and I don't mind the one on the Gerber tools either. I think this is a very decent. It's a very nice blade shape. It's really easy to sharpen because it's more straight surface there on the blade itself as opposed to the drop point of this one. So it's kind of to each their own when it comes to these things, but I just think Leatherman has the ability to make a very viable option for a minimalist multi-tool, more in this styling. I just think this style of tool could really sell out there. Now, I'm going to just open this up so you guys get a better look at it, even though some of those pictures he took are really, really well done. Let's kick it around so the emblem for the Sidekick is showing there. But with 428C blade and then all the regular tooling and the fact that he made that all in there, I just think this is a fabulously well done multi-tool. And it's something that I definitely would like to see Leatherman explore even more than what they have done with the free T2 and T4. My name is Ben. You've been watching the Texas Tool Crib. I appreciate you watching, and I'll see you in the next one.